RCT 126 coming at you. We're going to be visiting the Wright Brothers Memorial State Park. Now, right now I have my mask on with me because when we go into the buildings here, which I'm sure we will, I have to wear a mask when we're here. Outdoors I don't have to, but indoors I have to because it's a federal property, so. Just to give you a heads up on that. We're first going to go visit the Visitor Center. This one I have to wear the mask. So when you see me wearing a mask, that's because, so be ready for that. So you may see me wearing a mask, so that's because I'm vaccinated, but federal law right now, federal rules, gotta wear a mask, so be ready. We're now in the Visitor Center. A lot of people though.
Yeah. That's how I knew that.
Gift shop in there.
I know that I heard you the first 35 times. Wait.
You don't have the handlebar, I guess they don't want you to touch. Because it says here, gently turn the handlebar, but there's no handlebar because they probably took it off so you don't touch it. COVID restrictions, obviously. Some bummers in this little visit, but
I already did 20 minutes. Yeah. Keeping the properly.
here's another interactive thing that was here, but they obviously took away for COVID restrictions purposes. I could tell. Hopefully they'll put it back when they feel it's safe enough. This is during COVID times for viewers, so be patient with that. Here's a fragment from a 1903 hangar in Kinghall. Salt spray. Here you see, this is a replica of the flight plane, not the real thing. This is a replica of the plane. It's not the genuine one. The genuine one, if you want to see that, you got to go to the Smithsonian Institute in Washington, D.C., in the Air and Space Museum. That, you can see the actual plane. So this is just the replica. an idea of what it looked like. But if you want to see the real plane, you got to go all the way to Washington, D.C. at the Air and Space Museum. If you want to see the real one. View, right? We'll get a closer view of it later. But these tell the markers of what's out there at the time of each flight attempt. Fourth one is the real accomplishment, way over there. We'll get to that. For them, we wouldn't have airplanes. We probably won't have airplanes as we know it today. But even if we did, it'd probably be a little more longer in history.
Then they had a handle. Oh, and also when they twisted the wing, it would turn the rudder simultaneously. And then there was a handle to pivot to the elevator.
There's a little model. The little bumps on some of the letters that I saw. They're maybe braille for blind. New thing I've never seen before. It's a drinking fountain, but it also has a thing so you can refill a water container, so you don't have to like put it over the thing. That's pretty neat. Kind of like a 3D map of the property. Which we'll get to see the outside stuff later. We are now heading, oh by the way, I'll have my mask off now since I'm outside. We are now heading to look at the test area where the Wright brothers flew their plane. Get a more closer view of each when we get to it. Now these here are replicas of the work sheds and all that the Wright brothers use. They're not the actual ones. This is what this is their, I guess, their sleeping quarters and the workstations.
Cool. This is really interesting.
It's hard to get.
It's pretty dark in here.
I hear clapping. Oh, yeah.
Hard to see everything exactly.
The announcement, there was an announcement saying some kind of
a ranger program of some kind.
If anybody sees a quick repair cash.
Here we go. We got a better view now because I stuck it in.
I love fun.
There we go. And over here, I guess would have been the hangar where the plane was put, or a replica of it.
And this is like a little barn here?
No, I think this is where the plane would have been put if this was the actual shed.
Garage.
They would have put.
Sure if you're like supposed to sit on that.
They would have worked on the plane in here and then took it out for.
We have like this little wooden bench here. I would not sit on it.
No, don't. That's not even meant for sitting. That was meant to work in. With their tools and stuff.
Am I even? Oh, Is there even a sign that says I'm not supposed to walk in?
I don't think so. I don't see any signs saying you're not supposed to walk in. There's nothing really to look at much inside.
I'm tempted as a city.
His little stuff about when they were commemorative the location. Right at the beginning of this rail here, all the way to where that bolt rock is, this is where the plane started, the takeoff procedure, and it took off at the end. And each attempt goes to those markers which I showed you. They only needed this much length divide. Well, mainly it was engine powered. But it was engine powered, though they didn't need too much.
I was in a pissy mood.
Right here's the marker point where they would have taken off. This marks the spot. Here's the rail. It would have launched. The plane would have launched and headed out to each of those markers to each test attempt. Let's go take a look. Right here is the first marker that talks where the first flight happened. First test attempt. And this is only the first one. We still got ways to go on this. Here's the second flight attempt. You can read it. If you want to pause to read it better, you can. Not too far from that one is the third marker. See the second marker right behind me, so this is the third one right here. Now the last marker is way down there. That's where the more triumphant test went. Yeah, it's a long walk, so let's I'll bring you back when I get to it. Well, we finally made it to the last marker. This is where the fourth flight and more of the triumphant test for it. As you can see, let me show you how far we are from where we started. Yeah, I can zoom in.
Oh, it's so far.
And it looks so far. You can't believe that plane actually flew this far.
Real. Can't believe like the 1903 one was that successful.
Yeah. I mean, you have to think about like, and take a look at this. See, during that time when the test was done, this was all sand. There was no trees. There was no grass here. That was put in like.
Wait, this was
years
all
later.
grass?
No, there was no grass at the time. At the time when the flight was done, this was all sand.
It was sand.
You can even see the sand remnants
Seriously,
around.
this plane flew in sand?
Yeah. Well, it was on rail like when it took off, right at that first rock point way over there.
Like think when I'm at like the airport, I always see like a plane and it's like on a big road.
Well, that you're thinking of today's standards. You got to think about the days when flight like that was impossible.
Days when Amelia Earhart was riding a plane and this.
I mean, think about it.
Right.
All this.
As we were at the museum here.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff.
Yeah. But if you really think about it, all this was sandy areas.
Seriously, unbelievable.
And there was no trees over there, nothing. All the grass and the trees were all put in by man later in life. And we are going to go up to that, I'm sure we're going to go up to that monument way up there. But we got to walk all the way back to where we started, so stay tuned for that.
For whatever reason, they can give you some
How convenient. convenient this plane goes by. We are now heading up to the shrine, the memorial shrine. It's on the top of this hill. The closer we get, I'll keep bringing updates on how close we are. That's my so keep blowing until I need it. Plane just took off from a runway nearby. We're still walking up there as we speak. It's a heck of a walk. I mean, if you look behind us, there's like a lot of distance here that we come so far. So, well, we pretty much now crossed the road to get there, so. But we still gotta climb this hill. See how far we are right now.
So I got your
So we got a long walk.
and I think I downloaded it
Let's,
on my iPad, so I have
let's keep going.
I don't think that
Now we're at the bottom of the hill part. Now here they don't want you to walk on the grass, so you have to use the sidewalks. So we're gonna start walking. I tell you, it's a long walk to get from here. I mean, now we're on the hill where we started way over there. As you can see, that's where we started. And we still have a little ways to go to get up to the shrine. Stay tuned for that. Boy, that's a big hike going all the way up here. And we're almost there, though. I'm telling you, I think going down will be a little more easier than going up, I'll tell you that. And just to correct something in your history lesson, the flight did not happen at Kitty Hawk. It happened at Kill Devil Hills. Kitty Hawk just... Now, little history correction here. The flight did not happen at Kitty Hawk. It happened at Kill Devil Hills. But Kitty Hawk just wanted to make a name for itself, I guess, so it shows the town that's near it. Anyway, we just arrived now at the shrine, Memorial Shrine. Look at that, huh? Whew. That was a heck of a climb. Just look at the height of this shrine here. Then there's an inscription. Here. Let's find the beginning. I'm going to see if I can read the entire quote as soon as I find out where the beginning is. I'm trying my best to see this hawk that's in the sky. Oh, there it is. There's the hole. There's Orville. In commemoration of the conquest of the air by Brother Wilbur and Wright, conceived by genius, achieved by dauntless resolution, incomparable faith. See, down there is where the plane is. Or not the plane, a statue of it. Here's the view from where we started, way over there. Well, you can even see that guy mowing the lawn. Looks very tiny. And as you see, it says Wilbur Wright and Orville Wright on the shrine. I am now here at the statue of the Wright Brothers plane ride. Plane here. This sculpture depicted the first flight donated by the state of North Carolina to honor the memory of Orville Wilbur Wright and the citizens of North Carolina who welcomed and assisted them, dedicated upon the centennial of the historic flight, December 17th, 1903, by the state of North Carolina, Michael F. Easley, Governor of 2003, Stephen H. Smith, sculptor. Here you have Orville and Wilbur getting the plane starting to take off while witnesses watches the event in the back and the photographer. Let's see from the photographer's viewpoint. See if right where this cameraman that dude is probably one of the photos that was taken of the flight taking off. Here's a little picture tidbit about this sculpture. So the one on the plane is Orville Wright. Wilbur Wright is there next in front of the wing over there. Got the photographer. So one of the photos. As well as Doe. The man right in front of the railing over there. We got Johnny Moore, Adam Etheridge, and W.C. Brinkley, the three men over there. Right here is a video of from the shoulder, from the photographer's shoulder. And here I am walking around the sculpture on the opposite side. With the shrine over on top of the hill there. Among these three guys, this guy has bare feet. Look at that. Well, we just left the Wright Brothers Memorial, as you can see. So I hope you enjoyed it. RCT 126 signing out.